tutorial. I'm gonna do a little bit of my base makeup as well. Already did my foundation, brows. I'm gonna go ahead and do my bronzer, blush, as well as highlighter, and then we'll get right into the eyeshadow. But I'm deciding to do some live streams maybe once a week. I will try to. No promises. Life gets really busy here, but some of you guys been asking for tutorials, and yes, I could like do a dedicated video, but your girl, she wants to really help you out. She wants to really, like, you know, be there. Like, I usually edit a lot of my videos, like really edit it, and I don't really want to do that. I want to be here with you, showing you every single step, so that way you can really understand everything. But anywhoosies, let's go ahead and get started. I have like a billion eyeshadows right in front of me. We're gonna go ahead and do a colorful, but while waiting for some people to come in, and if you don't come in, that's perfectly fine. I will always be posting these as well, so you can watch them back later. But I'm gonna go ahead, just do my bronzer, highlighter, and blush. Also, I am listening to some music, so don't mind me. I do like to interact with my people, but this is gonna be just a little bit chill, but we're not gonna like do too much right now. I'm just quickly going through my bronzer, and in case you want to know how to do bronzer as well, you know. So yeah, that's literally all I do. It's just very light swipe motions. I'm using like my ColourPop bronzer. Yes, it has a big pan in it, and I'm trying to like just use the whole thing at this point. But yep, that's literally all I am doing right now. So in case you want to know how to do bronzer, this is literally how you do it, or at least how I do it. Everybody does their makeup differently, and no judgment for anybody, okay? So if you want to do your makeup differently, I applaud you for that, you know? I'm just gonna quickly just do this so that way we can get into the eyeshadow. But yeah, that's literally all I do for my bronzer. Then for my blush, yeah, I'm trying to also use this palette right here. It's in my project pan. This is what she looks like. She is a very beautiful palette. I'm just gonna go into a very light shade. I'm just gonna slightly just tap like this, because I don't want too much. So yes, just like that. Hello. Who are you talking to? Nobody. I'm really not talking to not nobody. I am talking to the people that will be watching this later, because I do post these. So yeah, because I know that one of my friends, she cannot watch it right now, but she does want a tutorial, a live tutorial. So that is why I am talking. Even if there's nobody here, I'm still talking. It is what it is. So yeah, we're not doing too much. And next is highlighter, and that will be the last thing until the eyeshadow. You're good at your makeup. Oh, thank you so much. Everybody does their makeup differently, so I just want to let everybody know on that. Yep, just doing some highlighter. I don't know if you can see it very well, but this is literally all I'm going to be doing for base. Already did my foundation and brows off camera. But yeah, that is literally it for that. So let's go ahead and now go into the highlighter, because more people are in. I meant not highlighter, the eyeshadow. So yeah, let's just get started on that. I don't really have a clear idea of what I'm doing, which is extremely normal here, to be honest with you. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. I can't see it too good, but I can see it. Yeah, highlighter, like on camera, sometimes it really just does not show it, to be honest with you. There's a ghost behind you. You know what? Let the ghost vibe with me, okay? Let it vibe. So I'm thinking about maybe doing a blue look. That's what we're thinking about. Not too sure. We will see if it actually comes out to be blue. But I have like a million eyeshadows right now, right in front of me. So to start out with the blue look, I think we're gonna go ahead and use this palette right here. Very beautiful palette. Really love it. It's from Glamlight. And I'm just going to tap very lightly. And like I said, everybody does their makeup differently. But if you want to do my makeup like how I do it, this is how I do it. So I'm gonna show you. So we're just going to, what I do is put it in the crease. Now first I pack it before I blend it because I just want to put the color where I want to put it. So yeah, that's what I do. Cute. Thank you so much. So yeah, that's how I literally do it. And I will put more pigment on there. As I said, I just pack it on before I blend it all the way. Because I like to just put the pigment where it is. And then once I'm comfortable, then I will blend everything together. I blend all my mattes at the last part. So I put all the mattes on first and then I blend them. So yeah, that's what it's looking like. And if you don't feel comfortable with it being this high, you can always do it lower as well. You know, as I said, everybody does their makeup differently. Now, I'm not always the best at this eye, but I've been trying to get better. Also, if I don't respond to your comment right away, it's because I'm focusing on this, but I will get to it. Yeah, this is how it's going. It's not going to be perfect. It is what it is, but we will definitely get it as perfect as we can at the end. But yeah, I've been kind of wanting to do a blue look, all blue look, because I've been doing like an all purple look. I did an all green look the other day, so we're like, okay, let's try to do an all blue look this time. I'm like thinking, what other color do we want to do? Because I got that beautiful blue right there. I think, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use my Beauty Bay Wilderness palette. This is what she looks like, and then the inside looks like this. She's very beautiful. I think I'm going to go ahead and use that shade right there. And if you don't have these palettes, that is perfectly fine. You can always shop your stash. So yes. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just slightly pack it right here. Also, I'm making a crescent moon shape. But I'm not going to overdo it as well. And like I said, we will blend at the last part. So yeah, kind of just like that. As I said, we're just placing it. Go ahead and just pack it on before we do anything. Yeah. This won't be too hard of a look, I hope. I hope it will be pretty easy for everybody. Then I'm just slightly putting it in the crease right here. And then on the lid as well. I like to put a little bit of it in the lid. I will have a darker shade though to definitely blend that out, but I'm actually going to blend a little bit right here just so we can have a nice blend. It's not too harsh. But yeah, that's literally that so far is what it's looking like. Then, I'm like thinking, what blue should we do next? Because I want to do a darker blue for sure in like the outer part right here. I think, yeah, okay, so I have a palette. I have like a billion palettes right in front of me. We're going to use this ColourPop one right here for the next shade. And I'm thinking right here, this shade, we're going to use. Using the same brush. Very simple person. And then I'm just going to put it right here. But I'm not putting it up very far at all. That's literally it. And then I'm going to do that to the next eye as well. As I said, we're not putting it far up. That's literally it. Go ahead and blend just a little bit. I like to put it in my crease as well, but not too far. This is just adding a little bit of depth. So, yes. And then we will, like I said, blend it later. So that's what it's looking like so far. And then we're going to do the lower lash line, which I'm actually thinking about also using this palette as well. We're going to use the shade right here for the lower lash line. Still using the same brush. Sorry, I'm like really awkward when I do this. I'm not going to put it all the way right here because I do like to blend it. Like that. And then like this. As I said, I don't put it all the way. Actually not looking too bad. As I said, I don't know what I'm ever doing until I do it. So now it's time for the blending time. I'm using this like blending brush, I guess. Pencil blending brush. And then this is why I don't put it all the way in there, because then I blend it like this. Just that way it looks a little bit more seamless and together. See, as you see now, it doesn't look too harsh. You look great. Oh, thank you so much. So yeah, that's literally that. And then time for this. So I literally just do it very, very slightly. And I just do it like this. And I will blend this as well, just a little bit like that. I don't want to do it too much. You don't want to overblend. Because if you overblend, then you're going to lose the pigment, which you can always, like, you know, put it back on. So as you see a difference, blended side, non-blended side. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and then do this one. As I said, just very slightly on the edges. And then I'm blending a little bit of this. That is literally it for that blending. So yeah, that's literally how I blend. I don't do too much. And then I'm going to use my foundation brush right here. And I'm going to go ahead and just like clean it up a little bit. I like to go up like this. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I like to do that. Just go up a little bit. Yeah, like that. And that is where the mattes are going to be placed. And next is time for the shimmers, which is my favorite part, of course, as you all know. As I said, I have a million palettes right in front of me. So I'm like, what do we want to use? Of course, we're doing an all blue look here. So we'll have to use a blue shimmer. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and go in with this new palette from Ladybug Glow. It is the Grunge Resolution palette. And this is what she looks like. Extremely beautiful. And we're going to go into the shade. I know it looks a little green, but it does have a blue shift as well to it. I do use my fingers. I don't use a brush anymore, but if you want to use a brush, what I would suggest is this type of brush. A flat brush to do your shimmers, for sure. And then this is the shimmer. Very, very beautiful. A little flaky, so I'm just going to tap off my finger. And then I'm just going to put it on like this. Wow. Yeah, I'm really loving this palette. It's a very beautiful palette. But I'm just going to put it on the outer half. And I will blend this part as well. But that's literally it for that. And then I'm going to do, of course, the other side as well. So yeah. As I said, it's not too hard of a look. Try to do something that's simple. If you want like complex, like my very complex looks, I could do that too. But you gotta let me know, because I don't know. As I said, I am doing this for the people who have asked for tutorials. We will see if the live streams go well. If they don't, I'll just do a dedicated video then. So I'm going to take my first brush I was using, and we're just going to slightly just blend the shimmer. Just so that way it's not too harsh. We're not going to do this. We're just doing this part in the crease. Yeah, like that. And there is some in the matte, but that is literally totally okay. As I said, nothing is perfect. Ooh, the lights are flickering. Must be spooky in here. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. It's looking a lot beautiful in person than on camera. I will tell you that for sure. But hey, it is what it is. Then we're gonna go into another blue shimmer, and I'm like, which one do we want to go into this time? Okay, I think we're gonna actually go back into the Icy palette from Glamlight. Yeah, and I think we're going to go ahead and go into this one right here, the shade. I think that would look pretty nice. I know this is more of a teal type of look that we've been doing, but we will see if it fits. And I'm just putting it in the inner half of my lid. Okay, yeah, so I definitely was doing more of a teal for sure. So this is like a blue. But it does fit together. It is all good. So yeah, that is what she's looking like so far. I will clean everything up at the end, so shimmers and mattes. And I will, of course, clean up the fallout that I'm doing as well. Yeah, so I'm really actually kind of vibing with this look. Okay, yeah, it's not too bad. As I said, I'm going to clean it up. So let me go ahead, clean that part up right now. I'm just putting it like this. That is literally it. Now, some of the mattes, yeah, they may be covered up, but that is okay. So that is what it's looking like so far. Now we're going to do the inner corner. Now, for the inner corner, I do not use my finger. I go ahead and use a pencil brush. A small one, though, to do my inner corner. And we're actually going to go into an Adept Cosmetics palettes. This one, I've used the heck out of this one. We're going to use this one. Now, it is not a blue shimmer per se, but it is a very gorgeous shimmer that we can put. So I'm just going to tightly... As I said, I don't use my finger for the inner corner because my fingers are too big for that. Just lightly put it in. I also do add it a little bit in the lower lash line as well. So you can tell definitely a difference. We have icy and then not icy right here. And I just put it slightly also in the crease as well. So yeah, not too hard of a look today. As I said, if you want my complex looks, I can do them. So yeah, that is that so far. And then, because I like to go above and beyond, we are going to be doing our eyebrow, brow bone. Oh my goodness, cannot think. Sorry, I'm trying to get a palette. I just have too many palettes. We're going to be using this Nomad American Parks palette, and we're going to be using this color right here for the brow bone. I'm using the same one as well. And then I said, of course, I will be cleaning up after all of it, and I just slightly just put it in the brow bone. I like to kind of like take it a little bit like this. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I am a sucker for a shimmer, so actually that is not looking too bad. Let me go ahead and use my smaller mirror to make sure I really get this, so don't mind me. Wow, that is actually looking not too bad. And I'm kind of putting it slightly also in the matte, but not too much in the matte. Just on the edges of the matte. Like this. And as I said, I kind of like to put it a little bit like this. I don't know why. I just do. So yeah, the look is almost complete. Okay, as I said, it's looking a lot better in person than on camera. But we're gonna go ahead and clean everything up now, actually. So I'm just using my foundation brush, slightly cleaning up the fallout. And I'm gonna clean up here again. That's literally all you gotta do. We will be doing mascara as well. But that is literally the blue look for y'all. So next is going to be mascara. And I have a lot of mascaras I've been using, but the one that I have been loving is this Benefit mascara. It's their Real Magnetic Mascara from Benefit. This one, definite staple. Hated it at first, but now I love it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and now put it on the mascara. I'm not gonna do eyeliner. I do eyeliner sometimes, but I don't do it very, very often. But I will be doing a color in my waterline for sure. So yeah, you can kind of tell on camera the difference, but I mean, it's not too much of a difference. I do not do false lashes. I will do those sometimes, but you will never see me doing those on camera because I am not the best. It takes me a bit to actually do them. But I have been, you know, getting into different things this year. And kind of just want to, like, when you're doing your mascara, just kind of want to do it slowly. Just take your time, because if you don't take your time, then it will go on your lid, and then you're going to have to fix your makeup, and it's a hassle. I don't like doing that. So yeah, that is literally for the mascara, and then I use this brush just to fan it out a little bit, so that way it dries down. Now, you don't have to if you don't want to. But yes, and then for the last part, for our look, I'm going to go into this eyeliner pencil, gel eyeliner from Essence. It is called Midnight Sky. We're going into this. Okay, so don't mind me. I gotta focus on this. So if I don't talk, that's why. So you can definitely see a difference when I put it in there. Now, you don't have to. I know some people are not comfortable with this, so that is totally fine. I never was until recently. I'm actually really loving this. Yeah, sorry if I'm not on camera doing that. It's very awkward doing that. But I am looking so far so good. Sorry, I'm looking like in my mirror right now. You guys, I'm actually really, really loving this. Now, these live streams are not going to be long whatsoever at all. So that way, like, it doesn't take years for you to do your makeup. But I think, yeah, let me go ahead and fix my hair a little bit. I think this is the look so far. Like, I don't think we got to do anything else. But I do want to thank everybody who has watched. And, of course, you can rewatch. I will always put these up. So that way you can, you know, be with me when doing the tutorial. But you guys, that is going to be literally it. I will try to do one live stream a week, I hope. But thank you so much for watching, and I love every single one of you guys. Bye!